Hi, Busker909 here. That's my version of Holin Wolf's version of Backdoor Man, which was originally written by Willie Dixon. It's a one-chord blues or a vamp blues. You can call it anything you want. It just stays on the same riff for the whole song, but it does some variations. I'll show you the lick. It's quite easy. I'm tuned to G, by the way. G, D, G. Holin Wolf does it in E, so you have to tune down or grab your EBE Cigar Box Guitar to play along with him. But I figured I'd stay in G so that all the G people can play along with me. Very simple riff. Low string, high string, and it's a two-finger thing. And then 3, slide into it, and then open on the high string. So that's open, 3, open on the high string. And the next part of the lick is open on the low, 5, 6, and then open middle D. Like that, very, very straightforward. And then you can add in a little lick, like going up to the octave for the 15. And then the G here, 12. Like that. Or the other thing you could do with it is you could try to play a steady bass. Now it's not going to work all the way through it because you've got to play 5 and 6 here every once in a while. So, but you can get close. And the rhythm, it's a shuffle rhythm, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, like that. Anything like that would work. And the other thing you can do is have some fun with a looper, is just by playing the swung eighths, as it were. If you want, you can add the lick to it. Once you got that going, you can just so you can kind of amuse yourself for a really long time. Hope you have fun with that. Have a great day. Bye. I'd like to show you this great tune by Howlin Wolf. It's called Evil. It's actually, the whole title is Evil Is Going On. Evil for short, I guess. And to the G, G, D in the middle, high G. I'm playing the bottom two strings. I play them twice, like that. Got a little bit of slapback echo on there because I noticed there was some on the record when I was listening to it. And then I do the riff, 0, 3, 5 on the middle string. Now I could go to the high string, but I chose the 5th fret because you can do a lot more with it, like vibrato wise. Now when I was demoing the song and doing the lesson, I don't use too much vibrato because it confuses people sometimes, or so I've been told. But that's why you would choose the 5th fret over the open string. So you do that 4 times, then you go to the 4 chord, which is on the 5th fret. You do that twice. Same lick though. So you do that twice, the whole thing twice, back to the 1 chord. And you notice the riff is exactly the same again. This is like the main guitar part. There's a whole bunch of other guys playing along, but if you listen closely, you'll notice that this goes all the way through the song. Then you go up to the 5 chord on the 7th fret, play it twice. Same lick. Then you go to the 4 chord on the 5th fret, play it twice. And by the way, that C on the 7th fret, it was D, same lick. Then back to the 1 chord. Now on the record, it just stays on the 1 chord and does the lick, and then the band starts up again. It doesn't actually, the band plays a turnaround, the usual, but the main guitar doesn't. When I did the demo, I did go to the turnaround chord. I went like a, just so everybody knew that's kind of where it ended. But if you're doing it, trying to be accurate, he doesn't actually do that. He just stays there. Then the song starts again. Anyway, I hope you have a lot of fun with that great 12-bar. Have a great day. Hi, today I'd like to show you how to play SmokeStack Lightning by Holin Wolf. This is actually a very, very easy finger-picking blues tune. I'm tuned to G, G, D, G. You may find a lot of the versions on YouTube are in E, so if you wish to play along with them, just tune down to E, B, E. You've probably heard this finger-picking style a lot in Delta blues, where you have one note going all the time. And I've heard it said to a lot of people, you develop that and then you play the melody on top. But there's a much easier way to do it. And that is by learning the melody first, in this case. Which is relatively simple. That was 12, 15. And then slide to 12 on the middle string. And then 10. And then 12 again. 10 was on the high string. 12 on the middle string. And then 5 on the high string, and then 3, and then 5 on the middle string, 3, and back to 5. So once you can do that, so it sounds fairly steady, it doesn't have to be that quick or anything. Then what you do is you add in the pinches on what's the downbeat, or the 1. In this case, the 1 is actually before the first melody note. So you're getting that. So you play the open note, first melody note, and then a pinch. This is in the tab that's down there, or it should be down there by now. And then the next lick starts on the 1. So you do a pinch on the 1. So you would pinch right here when you're down on 10 as you slide to 12. And then you reach over, letting it mute by just lifting up slightly. Go to 10 here, and then back to 12. I think that was it. And then you go down here to the 5, 3, 5, 3, 5. So you pinch on that. And that's a turnaround. It actually ends up starting the song there. So. So even though you're actually just pinching with your melody notes, if you get the melody right, then all of a sudden it sounds like. And once you get good at that, you can apply that to all sorts of blues songs where you just get used to your thumb coming down on the 1 once you've learned to play the melody with your other fingers. Okay? And that's a good point too. When you learn the melody of the song, don't use your thumb to play it, because then you got to retrain your thumb, right? So a little sloppy there, but you get the idea. Have a great day.